Careful. Here be dragons. Hi everybody. Skyler Stardrift here. And welcome to the stream. And welcome to the first stream of Skyler's Spyro, Year of the Dragon. We're not playing Year of the Dragon. Not yet. Before we get started tonight, I figured I would go over a couple of things that I didn't really go over in the video because the video was more just an announcement. By the way, someone's... Oh no, that was me earlier. That was me testing the command. By the way, if you want to see the video, just feel free to bring that up. Type in the exclamation point Spyro command at any point, and that will tell you the game that we're playing, as well as what we're basically doing. For those of you who haven't seen the video yet, what we are doing is we are playing through every single Spyro game. We won't be playing through them all at once, no. We will be playing through them spasmodically throughout the year, but we will be playing them every Tuesday night. When we finish a game, we'll simply move on to the next. Pretty simple. We will be playing the entire series from start to finish, starting with the original Spyro game, all the way through to the Reignited trilogy, with the only exceptions being Skylanders. And possibly the mobile phone games if I cannot get them to work. I'm still trying. So, that is every Tuesday night from this night forward until we finish the entire series. Or we run out of leftover streams for the Year of the Dragon. There are 52 weeks in a year. We've got about 52 streams to try and get everything done. The good news is the Spyro games are relatively short, but sometimes they can be a little bit frustrating and challenging. At the same time though, I don't imagine any single one of these games is going to take us more than a month. In the off chance, though, that we don't finish, I'm just gonna keep going anyway until we finish the series, because that's the idea. Also, you might notice a slight dip in quality, possibly even more so as we go through the games, compared to the video. Well, the secret's out. I was using emulation for the video. However, I plan on streaming through the original games on their original hardware if possible. This is both a blessing and a curse, but the reason for this is because we aren't playing just regular old Spyro the Dragon. We're actually playing my childhood copies of the PlayStation games of Spyro the Dragon. Now that doesn't sound too different here, however, we're actually playing the PlayStation Platinum versions. From my experience at least, the PlayStation Platinum versions do feature some different music. Only on the original trilogy, and it's more noticeable in the first game than it is on the other two. This is definitely true because when I first listened to the original soundtrack from downloading it on the internet, I had different music compared to what was available. Also, should probably just do this. I had different music compared to what was available on the game that I was playing. And it's not because my game was a pirated copy or anything. No, my game's the PlayStation Platinum version, and I learned that the Platinum version does have different music in certain levels. It is extremely, extremely hard to notice the difference. But it's there. Subtle, that's the word I'm looking for. There we go. So, that's why we're playing the PlayStation Platinum versions. As a result of this, I will be playing the first Spyro game on the PlayStation 3. Because for some strange reason, it is the only Spyro PlayStation 1 game that does work on the PlayStation 3 natively by inserting the disc. Unfortunately, I have tried with Spyro 2 and Spyro Year of the Dragon, but both of them have major problems, and we lose all audio. Not just music, not just voices, we lose all of the audio. I don't want that to happen, so we will have to go back to the PlayStation 2 instead to play Spyro 2 and Spyro Year of the Dragon. That's quite okay with me. Like, I want to play these games the way I experience them. We could play the PlayStation Network versions because I do have them. I have all three of them because of course I do. But we're not going to do that. I'm going to play the PlayStation Platinum versions because these are the games that I had. So, we're going to use those. Secondly, in relation to the consoles and such, there is one game that I will have to play on the GameCube. However, I'm having some pretty nasty GameCube troubles at the moment. I recently bought a modded GameCube, which was NTSC, which is fine. However, because it's NTSC, it's not natively compatible with PAL. It is compatible because it's modded. However, I have not had enough time messing around with the settings to actually figure it all out. And unfortunately, the retro game store that I bought the modded GameCube from gave me absolutely no instructions whatsoever. They just said, oh, hey, if you want to play PAL games, you're gonna have to change the settings. And just left it at that. And from my experience, I'm gonna have to change all of the settings for all of the games that I play. To make matters worse, 2 weeks after I bought that mod, and after I had sorted everything out because the first GameCube I got was absolutely in rubbish condition, I got the second GameCube 2 weeks afterwards. Another mod was released, well, announced for the GameCube that requires absolutely no soldering and is just a better overall mod in general. It's just a, hey, you wanna play your backed up games? You play your backed up games. Like, that's what I needed. That's all I wanted. And that's what I have not got. I have got a mistake of a console. So, I still don't know what I'm planning to do with that in that regard. I'm gonna have to either fiddle with the settings or do something about it, to be honest. The good news is there's only one game aside from the Game Boy Advance titles, and this is another problem that I'm going to think about. I either have to use the Game Boy player on the Nintendo GameCube, or what I am considering doing is buying, I believe it's called the Game Boy Operator, which allows me to, I think it's called the Game Boy Operator, let me see. Is it the Game Boy Operator? Yeah, yes it is. The Game Boy Operator, which will allow me to play my games natively through the PC, as well as perform backups and restore saves. Which is good for me. I already have a little device that backs up my save data, but it doesn't let me play the games on the PC, so I would love to have that ability, so I am actively considering buying that, and I might even buy it this week so that it ships in plenty of time, because, believe it or not, the next Spyro game after Year of the Dragon is a Game Boy Advance title, so we really don't have a lot of time, and I don't expect this to take more than a couple, like, I don't expect to be here for more than 2 months playing the first 3 games, so... Anyway, that was just a couple of rules. Well, not really rules, but just things that will be a bit different from the video. We are playing console versions. We're not playing emulator versions. The emulator versions would look nicer, but I want to play these games on the consoles because that's what I'm known for here. I prefer playing games on consoles if available, so that's what we're going to do. Anyway, I think it's about time we kicked off this adventure. And we kicked it off with, of course, my favorite Spyro the Dragon game. Believe it or not, the very first game is indeed my favorite. It's all downhill from here, folks! Alright, welcome everybody to Skyler's Spyro, Year of the Dragon. Let's get started with Spyro the Dragon. As per usual, please let me know if you can't hear the game, if you can't hear the audio very well or anything like that. Also, probably what I should do is I'm going to reset the game because I'm going to show this off because, you know, we don't get the chance to see it otherwise. As you'll see, the layout's changed very slightly. Gilmon is no longer there. Well, he's not here for this anyway. We've got the logo, we've got the current game we are playing. That took a long time to set up. And then, of course, like I said, if you want to put in the exclamation mark point, Spyro, then that will bring up the video as well as what we're doing. Bonk. Gotta love it. My aim is not to play through these games quickly, my aim is to enjoy myself. So, I think that's important to point out. That's interesting, so it didn't save my game before when I was testing this. In the world of dragons...
Okay, rolling.
Oh, it's been peaceful here in the 5 worlds, or is it 6? For a dragon's age. We now have 12,000 treasure, or is it 14,000?
What about this Gnasty Gnorc character? Now, I understand he's found a magic spell to turn gems into warriors for his cause.
I'll take that question. Nasty Gnorc is a simple creature.
Simple?
He has been contained in a remote world and is no threat to the Dragon Kingdom. No threat! Besides, he is ugly. That does it!
Looks like I've got some things to do.
And so, our adventure begins in earnest. The adventure begins. And you know what? I thought of something fun that we could do. I think, let's bring this experience home a little bit. Because of course I've got the original discs here, I've got the original instructions here too. So, I figured what I could do is I could read the instructions to you. Not the whole thing, I'll just read the story, and I'll also read the worlds, because this instruction booklet has the worlds, but we'll list the worlds as we come to them. Get my reading voice on here. In the beginning, the 5 dragon families lived in their 5 dragon worlds in harmony. Their lives were happy and peaceful, until the day a Gnorc broke the rules. Gnasty Gnorc was an unpleasant creature from the bottoms of his dirty boots to the top of his unwashed head. He wasn't pretty, and his personality combined the short temper of a gnome and the bad attitude of an orc. Gnasty resented the happy dragon families. More than anything, he detested their beautiful shiny jewels, which were not only nice to look at, but showed him reflections of his own ugly face every time he did so. Gnasty became such a problem that he was banished to the dragon junkyard. This was a world the dragons weren't fond of. Though it suited Gnasty just fine, he renamed it Gnasty's World as soon as he got there. Gnasty began to fool around with magic spells. After a while, he hit on the 2 he wanted, a giant spell to trap all the dragons in crystal, and a potion to animate those radiant gems and turn them into Gnorc soldiers. On a nice sunny day, Gnasty cast the freeze spell, trapping the dragons in crystal, and turned all the gems he could find into his willing minions. He even began turning the dragon worlds into Gnorc worlds. But the one little detail he didn't count on was Spyro the Dragon. Spyro is so small that the spell shot straight over his head. Now Spyro, the only unfrozen dragon, must travel the 6 worlds, including Gnasty's industrial world, releasing all the dragons and collecting their stolen treasure. In the meantime, Gnasty's minions are doing their best to stop him. Not that Spyro is without friends. The dragons he releases give him hints, and all along the way, he is accompanied by Sparks the Dragonfly, his best friend. What seems like a fun time flaming Gnorc soon turns into the adventure of Spyro's young life. When he meets Gnasty Gnorc for the final conflict, his destiny can truly be fulfilled. Go get him, Spyro! As for the dragon worlds, we are currently in the Artisan's homeworld. This family of dragons provides the world with artifacts of culture and beauty. They write songs, create sculptures and paintings, and are the most gentle of all the dragon families. They are very social beings and enjoy getting together for group singing and art viewings among the lush rolling hills and green valleys of their home. We'll just pop that over there. Alright, let's get started with some basic controls then. L2 and R2 to rotate the camera, L1 and R1 to do a dodge roll, you might need that. Pause button pauses the game, we'll go over that in a sec. Select button brings up your current totals for the world you're in. Triangle button zooms in to have a look around. D-pad to move, analog stick to move if you're playing on the analog version, which I am. Square button performs a charge attack. Oh, that was close. X button jumps, X button whilst in the air to glide, and circle button to spew flames from Spyro's mouth. That's it! That's your controls. Let's free our first dragon, the first of 80.
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro. Free 10 dragons in the Artisan world. Then find the balloonist. He'll transport you to the next world.
What about Nasty Nork? I'm going after him.
Find dragons first. That's all I can tell you.
By stepping on the dragon pad, we can save our game. We can also replay the dragon if you like, and they also act as checkpoints by simply walking over them. The objective of the game is to simply collect as many dragons and as much treasure as possible. Pretty simple. You have two ways of dealing with enemies. You can either flame them, which I seem to be doing a rubbish job of, or you can charge into them and knock them out. Each world has a certain number of gems and a certain number of dragons to free.
Where's Nasty Nork? I'll torch him.
Keep your horns on, Spyro! You have much to learn first. Do you know what the dragonfly following you is doing? His name is Sparks, and he's helping and protecting you. Keep an eye on him and see what I mean.
This introduces us to our health mechanism. Spyro has his good friend Sparks the Dragonfly here. Whenever we take a hit, Sparks will change his color. When he's yellow, we're at full health. On one hit, I believe he turns blue. On the next hit, he will turn green, and on the next hit, he's out of there. If Sparks is gone and Spyro takes another hit, he will lose a life. But not to worry, this game is absolutely amazing with its life handouts. You'll see why soon. Slide over here, grab these gems as well. I will be playing this through to 100%, by the way. Which is going to be the case for most of the games as long as possible. Oh. Camera go wonky. Alright, let's see here. Nothing else there, okay. You can use the charge move to get around a bit faster, and I might do that eventually. Maybe even tonight I might do that eventually. By flaming fodder, such as sheep, we will release butterflies. Sparks eats those to regain his health. One butterfly, one hit point. Pretty simple. It's also important to note that while Sparks is around, he will fly towards and pick up any gems.
Flash, do that again.
The artisan's boss is through a portal in the Dragon Mouth, but you are not yet ready, Spyro. First you must complete one of the other artisan lands.
Alright, sounds good to me. We're actually almost done here, I believe. Heading on through here. So yeah, I don't even have to get close to the gems, and Sparks picks them up for me.
Hey, Spyro, press the jump button twice to glide. And don't be afraid.
Afraid? Of what?
Falling from high mountain peaks? Plummeting into prehistoric glaciers?
Oh, that.
Well, I wasn't worried. Until you mentioned it. Way to instill confidence, buddy. Alright. Give gems. There we go. I believe this place has got 100 gems, if I'm not mistaken. So we're almost done. Something important to note too about the original releases of these games, there is no 100% level complete jingle. So you won't really be notified of it. I hope I haven't missed anything. Doesn't look like I have. What did I say about charging to get places quicker? Uh-oh. I am missing stuff. Oh, I know where it is. I'm silly. Okay. I know where to go. Head on over here. Yeah, this is where I'm missing stuff. That makes sense. That little dragon head there is an extra life. That's it. 100 out of 100. Double check. 100 out of 100. 4 out of 4. We are done. We can move into our first level. Let's head to Stone Hill and really get this adventure started. In case you haven't noticed, Spyro is a 3D platformer. It's also very free roaming. From a world dominated by Crash Bandicoot, I suppose. But it feels more like Banjo-Kazooie or Super Mario 64. If you played those, you'll feel right at home with Spyro. And hey, even if you played Crash, you might feel right at home. Right, that leads to that area. I don't want to do that just yet. Let's go back. Take that. Grab these. Spyro is also a very chill game. Don't expect too much of a challenge, especially in the first one. But there are certain points where the game can be a little bit more challenging. Metal chests. Good introduction to metal. You can't breathe fire on them. You'll have to charge them. Lindar.
When you free a dragon or step on one of their platforms, you're saving your progress. That could be useful if you run into trouble. Not that you ever run into trouble, Spyro.
I mean, Spyro's attitude says otherwise, but it sounds like he's a goody two-shoes. Alright. There we go. Asta.
After you freed all the dragons, pass through this fancy vortex thingamajigger. It'll take you back to the artisan home. But first, let me tell you a story.
No thanks. See ya.
Bye. Gotta go. Excuse me. Sparks, I wanted you to pick that up. So for the longest time, I actually didn't know this was here. This is one of the last secrets of the game that I found out about. It wasn't until I was using a walkthrough to go for 100% completion that I actually found this area. It's very secretive. And that's something that you might notice pretty quickly in the game. There's a lot of things you can do that the game doesn't tell you you can. Like jumping down here, for example. Collecting a key unlocks a chest, but there's not always a chest in every level. Gavin!
Watch the dragonfly, Spyro. His color indicates his power. When he eats butterflies, he stays strong. Like me.
Sure.
I love how Spyro is just not sure of the information he's being told. He's just like, sure, that doesn't make sense, but okay, I suppose I'll play along. A no death or no hit challenge would be kind of interesting, but I am not that skilled. I imagine I will get hit at least a couple of times. I may even lose a few lives here and there. There's a lot. Ow! Well, case in point, there's my first hit anyway. Right as I was talking about it. There you go. Ow. So naturally there, Sparks went to blue, because we got hit. So, we'll just feed him a butterfly or two. Fodder is plentiful, and it also respawns. So you should have no trouble refinding or finding any fodder.
Spyro, my friend, how about a hint on gliding?
You bet.
For the longest glide, press the X button at the top of a jump, and try pressing the triangle button to drop down in mid-flight.
Triangle button, whilst gliding, drops you down immediately. It cancels your glide. Don't do that in this game. Unless, of course, you know, you're finished with your glide, then yeah, absolutely do it. He tells you about gliding because there's plenty of treasure up here. And again, it's one of those areas where you don't think you'd be able to access. Like I said, it's one thing that I like about this game. It makes you question what you can and can't do. Cool, so there's one more gem over there. Alright. This area up here is pretty big and expansive, so there's a lot of gems to find, so I'll have to keep my eyes peeled. Because in this game, you don't actually have a Sparks pointer. They didn't think about that until the second game in the series, and then they removed it and hid it under a hidden ability in the third game. I think this place is 200 gems? Yeah? Yeah, 200 gems. So we should be just about done. That'll do it. 200 out of 200. Now, where did you go? I saw you around here. There you are! Come here. That's a thief! Oh. Oh no, I fell! Well, I'll have to get back in the whirlwind. It's a thief! And he's stolen a dragon egg! We'll have to recover those too. There was a very specific amount of dragon eggs in the game, but I don't remember the exact number. Alright, we're done here. Like I said, there's no level complete jingle, you just sort of have to guess when you've done the level or keep a track on your stats. 200 out of 200, 4 out of 4, and we got the dragon egg. Well, there's your number of eggs. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There's 12 dragon eggs in the entire game. That's it. When you defeat an enemy that's already been defeated, they will drop a little crystal thing. Collect enough of these and you'll gain an extra life. Let's head in the Dark Hollow. This is my personal favorite level with my personal favorite music. This level just feels very calming for some reason. And as you can see, the fodder changes. Now we've got these small green frogs to flame. Alright. Let's see here. Take care of you. Done and done. Alvin!
Oh, it's you! I wasn't sure if you'd escape those annoying little creatures. Of course, they wouldn't bother me, but here's a hint. Metal armor is fireproof, but a charge attack will take care of them.
That's important. Metal armor is fireproof. Charges will take care of them. Hi, Pre-Toaster, welcome on in. This level's pretty short, actually, so we shouldn't be here too long. I think it's like 100 gems or so. Oh, do not forget that one. That's an easy one to miss.
Psst, Spyro, want to know a secret? Use the triangle button when you want to zoom in and look around. Oh, your secret's safe with me.
10 dragons. We are already 1/8 of the way there, and we can head to the next world if we like. The funny thing about this game too is there are bosses, but you don't have to beat the boss if you want to move on. Like, as it stands, all we had to do was reach the return the home portal in one of the artisan worlds and collect 10 dragons. We can move on to the next world if we so wish. Ow. Excuse you. Grab that. Fun fact, you can flame these. It does absolutely nothing. but you can light them. Also, if the enemy who has a shield is not showing their shield, you can still hit them with flame breath. Not sure where that gem came from. Let's run over here. Oi! How did you survive? I thought I knocked everyone out. Oh well. At least I didn't miss it. Missing gems on Spyro was not nearly as painful as as missing a box on Crash Bandicoot, but it still sucks. Already up to 7 lives. These first worlds are pretty easy, and there's not really much of a way to fall off. There actually was in the first world, but there's not in this one. On the first level, I should say. But there's not really in this one. And even the first world, or the first level, you have to be specific about it. You have to jump into the beach that we were at earlier. How am I doing? 94. I'm pretty sure that's it there. Yeah, that looks like it. Darius.
Big enemies like this Gnorc with the club cannot be charged, but a quick flame, that should defeat them.
So then we're learning about the 2 different types of enemies. Big enemies we can't charge, we have to flame, and small enemies we can charge or flame unless they're wielding armor. That's it. Dark Hollow is done. We're done with my favorite level in the game. Nice and short. Like I said, that level does not last long. Oof. I always felt like that hedge was always a little too close. Alright. Well, we're done with Dark Hollow, so now we can move on over this way. And we can head into the final stage here, Town Square. Right. Fodder for this level is these chickens. Oh, missed it. Nils.
Welcome to Town Square, Spyro. Begin exploring by gliding to that area with the bulls. Use the L2 and R2 buttons to get a good look.
We can't get the bulls stuck by simply charging into them. We can then kill them by flaming them. Getting all the bulls stuck is a skill point in the Reignited trilogy, but I don't think it's a skill point here. I don't actually think there are skill points in the original game, but I could be wrong. If there are skill points, they may just not have a list or something like that, which is quite possible. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna find out. Let's see. Skill points are hidden. Bonus objectives Spyro can complete in Spyro 2, Ripto's Rage in Spyro, Year of the Dragon. In Spyro the Dragon, note these skill points are only in the Spyro Reignited Trilogy version of the game. So there you go. There's also a secret flower that we can find in Stone Hill. I think that might even be in the original version of the game, but I'm not sure. The flower itself, I mean. But you get nothing for it. Devlin.
Thanks, Spyro. I had the worst itch on the tip of my wing. Oh, did you know that you get your longest glides by pressing X at the very top of your jump?
That sounds like another egg thief somewhere. Up there. Okay. Now what he said to us was quite important, because we're gonna need to do some crafty work to get up there. Be careful when hugging walls, because Spyro has a tendency to sort of like glue to the wall almost, and it sort of forces you down slightly, so just be careful. I'll deal with that egg thief later. And in case you haven't noticed yet, the gem colors determine the value of the gems. The yellow ones are worth 10, for example. And the blue ones are worth 5. The red ones are worth 1. The green ones are worth 2.
Thank you for releasing me.
I believe the only one we haven't seen yet is a 25 gem, which is a purple one. Alvar.
Spyro, did you see a man dressed in blue running around here?
I did.
He's a thief, and he's stolen a dragon egg. You've got to track him down and get that egg. Run! Run! I'm getting a little winded.
I think that might actually be, yep, that's all 200 gems, so the only thing we've got left to do, I believe, is catch that thief. I think you'll find he's just jumped back up. The egg thieves can be a little rude sometimes, and sometimes their running tracks don't always loop. This is one instance of that. Gotcha. 2 eggs down. Seeing that fountain just reminded me too, as I sort of mentioned with the beach thing, Spyro can't swim in this game. So don't try it. Right, well, we're just about done with the Artisan Homeworld. We're actually almost onto the second world already. Like I said, these games are not particularly long. So this opens up now. And I believe...
Cool Flash, do that again.
The artisan's boss is through a portal behind me. You can challenge him now, if you feel you are ready.
There we go. He changes up. Toasty, let's do it. I'd also just like to point out too, I love the backgrounds in this game. It feels like, if you weren't limited of course, it feels like you could almost reach out and go to those hills. Stone Hill is especially good for that. I should have pointed it out there. Ow. These dogs are awful. They take 2 hits to go down. You've got to be quick on the draw with your flame breath, otherwise you will get hit. And I think they count as large enemies too, so I don't think you can charge them. Let's give it a shot, eh? Got nothing to lose. Yeah, I went straight through him there. So, get in, get out. I don't think they wake up unless you breathe fire on them in the first place. Ah, cool. Didn't think I was gonna reach you up there with my flame breath, but cool. Also, nice remix of the original theme. I do like it when games do that. Take the original theme and remix it for their levels. Some people call it lazy, but I think I call it clever. Cool. Sparks is a little low on energy, and I don't think there's really any fodder in this stage, but...
Nasty Nork has put one of his most devious henchmen in charge of the artisan world.
Bring him on. I think I smell a barbecue.
Be careful, Spyro. This boss has many tricks up his sleeve.
Pa! Tricks. Call that tricks? We're already done with the first round. Call that tricks? We're already done with the second round. He can actually hurt you in that form though, so be careful. I don't know if he can hit you in any of the other forms though. That should be it. Yep, we're all done. Artisan world complete, let's move on. Yeah, like I said, this game is kind of short. Sparks maintains his health when you travel through a portal, so just be aware of that. The good news is the home worlds are usually full of things to flame. Also, gotta love that attention to detail. Alright, well, here's the balloonist. Wow, I see you've been busy rescuing dragons, Spyro. You may travel to the Peacekeeper's world, if you like. But whilst we're traveling to the Peacekeepers, let's bring up what the manual has to say about them. The Peacekeepers. These large, powerful dragons enforce order throughout the world. They are the strongest of all the dragon families, and know the most about battling their enemies. They live in the desert sand dunes, tar pits and ice caves and are always on the lookout for any creatures breaking the peace. Well, they didn't do a very good job of it, did they? These guys are probably the ones who banished Nasty Nork to the junkyard in the first place. Rescue Titan!
Welcome to Peacekeepers, Spyro. Look how our treasure has been turned against us and stolen. Recover our treasure, Spyro.
Collect treasure. Got it.
Usually the first dragon that you find in a homeworld will probably tell you what you need to do to move to the next world. In that case, we need to collect a certain amount of treasure. I believe it's like 1,500 or something like that will get you to the next world. I don't know what you were trying to shoot, but you're not going to shoot it. Dry Canyon. Well, since you insist. Well, since you insist. Like that. Got a little stuck there. There's Cliff Town. Well, since you insist. And you sort of insisted. And you definitely insisted. There's the balloonist. We're at 9 lives now. Magic Crafter's world is very far away and very dangerous. Maybe if you find 1,200 stolen treasures, I'll show it to you. You can also move back at any time you like. I was gonna say, what are you gonna do when I take your entire tent away? Right! Before we do that, let's rescue the first dragon here.
Hi, Spyro! Sparks the Dragonfly has been doing a good job protecting you. Make sure to keep him strong by feeding him lots of butterflies.
So we have Ice Cavern down here. You're going for those chests way over there? There we go, that's what I wanted. By standing near this cannon, we can move it around. It auto-locks in pretty well to pretty much anything we're trying to shoot. So you remember how the portal to the first dragon was, locked off to us? This is Dr. Shemp, it's already open. The second boss is just ready. We can go and fight the second boss, like, right now, if we want to. I always found that funny, how the first boss was locked. Like, you have to beat one of the portals in the Artisan Lands first in order to unlock the portal, but Dr. Shemps is always just sitting out right in the middle of the open, and you can just grab it whenever you want. Dragons are all garbo, they're scaled and not even fluffy, even have wings such as losers, we noodlebergs can fly by willpower. Suit yourself, Mino. Also, hi, welcome on in. Although I have to admit, I do prefer fluffy dragons. Is there anything behind the portal? No, there's not. Oh! Shoot! I missed something! We need to go back to the artisans real quick. I missed a thing. Skyler has clearly played these games before. How did I miss that? Oops. Still waiting for you to find 1,200 stolen treasures. That's fine. We'll find more. I completely forgot about this part. Oops. We weren't actually done with the Artisan's World. Might be. If we head on over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In any order, we can step on these stones, and this opens another portal. This leads to Sunny Flight. This is a rather different level. We are timed. And we have to perform specific tasks within that time limit. Also, don't die. This is actually not the first flight level in the game, so this one can be quite challenging if you're not ready for it. Turn around. There we go. Phew. Be careful not to hit the floor, because you will just stop flying. Uh-oh. I might be in trouble. I think I've done this a little wrong. But it's fine, we might be able to recover it. 2. Well, that was like a 2-for-1 deal there. Where's that last plane? There he is. Ooh. This could be tight. Where's that last arch? There it is. There it is, we got it! Hey! I think you're supposed to do barrels, arches, planes, then chests, but the chests are also really easy, and I feel as though you should do those first. Cool, we got everything in one go. No thanks, I'm good. Okay, now we're done with the Artisan's World. That's better. Ow. Unfortunately, all the enemies did come back, but that's fine. Don't really have to bother with them too much. You guys look like you're wearing armor on the front. Why am I still able to flame you? Cool, so that's Ice Flight over there, so we're done there. Or Night Flight, I should say, rather. Hey. Man, I had him. 3 Dragon Eggs.
Well done, Spyro! Keep up the good work, and I know you'll fulfill your destiny.
Destiny? I just want to kick some...
Just toast those enemies and collect the treasure!
Okay. Spyro gets some pretty good hang time on that glide. Pretty sure that's everything. Yep. 200 out of 200, and a nice little returning point too. I was gonna say, there was a egg marker on that, yeah? And there was. Dry Canyon, let's do it! Hey look, 1200 treasure. We can go to the next world, and we haven't even done anything in this one. We only played the first stage. Well, not even the first stage, we just did the whatchamacallit. Huh. That worked. We just did the home world. That's the word that I was looking for. I just charged into that shot and knocked it out. Didn't take any damage for that either. Interesting. It may not look like it, but the egg thieves do tire out slowly. So just persevere. Ah. Gotcha. Take that, and oh, I took care of him already. All right, let's move on, eh? Those particular gem chests, I don't think they return in future games. Conan.
Thank you for releasing me.
And that's 20 dragons, too. About a quarter of the way there already. Don't you hit me with that bird, sir. That would be very rude of you. Excuse you. Yep.
Dry Canyon rewards good gliders. You are a good glider, eh, Spyro?
I was born to glide.
I do find it funny, too, how in the Reignited trilogy they change up some of the lines and how they sound. Like there, Spyro sounds unconfident. But in the Reignited trilogy, he's just like, I was born to glide! Like he's extremely confident about it. But the dragon still reacts the exact same way. Actually, before I come this way, I want to go back the other way. Come to think of it. It's true what he says. Glide Canyon? Dry Canyon. Ah yes. Glide Canyon rewards dry gliders. Dry Canyon does reward good gliders. For the longest time, I didn't know this was a thing. What are you doing sleeping on the job, buddy? Be keeping an eye out for Spyro. And then, I also didn't know about this. For a long time. You can see this dragon off to the distance here on this home portal, but you can't do anything. Maximus.
Incredible glide, Spyro. I thought I'd be stuck here forever with those ugly vultures standing on my head. Those birds might look tough, but they're pretty tasty. Flame broiled, with a pinch of salt.
Someone's hungry. I am not. I porked out all day at work. We had a meeting, and it went on for a few hours at work today. I had, like, at least 15 biscuits. I am not even kidding you. I ate, like, the majority of those biscuits. Not just the majority of the biscuits in comparison to everybody else. I ate the majority of the bag. I was hungry. I was hungry and the meeting was boring. I had to do something to keep me occupied, so I ate. And even after all that, when everybody else was like, hey, let's go out for lunch, I'm like, yeah, sure. And I still ate. Like, I ate more than I thought I would. I somehow put it into, like, my second stomach, which is usually reserved for dessert. Okay, now I've got the key. I want to return here. Ivo.
Is that you, Spyro? Are you the young dragon I've been hearing so much about? Ever since you're a wee puff of smoke, we've known,
You've known?
I forget.
I love that dragon. That's got to be one of my favorite dragons. I love how he scratches his head with his wing. And then he's just like, we've known. And then Spyro's like, you've known. And the dragon's like, ah, forget. Don't worry about it. It's a shame you vultures can't seem to look backwards. You might have noticed me coming. Okay, so... yeah, so we gotta go up here. Alright. Find it funny how they put the extra life with the gems, so you have to grab the gems anyway. Eh. Oh, that's not where I want to lead from. Okay. That was a definitive no. That could have been bad. Alright. Fireworks. We simply fire into those. Do you hear that? That blinking is a extra life somewhere. I'm definitely hearing... There's definitely hearing an extra life chest somewhere. Where could it be, though? This is where I want to lead from. There we go, that's better. That's the key. The chest. Very smooth. Very good. Making some good progress on this. I'm not hearing things. That is definitely a extra life chest. Is it in here? Okay, it's definitely not in here. Brute is confused. Because you don't hear it, and then you glide over here, and then I hear it. That tinging noise is the eyes peeking around in a extra life chest, so it's around here somewhere. That must be it. Yeah. It peeked out and made the noise. So that's gotta be it. Hey, there's our first 25 gem, I think. Okay, does the noise shut up? Yes. Okay, that was definitely the chest. I think that might have been it. 400 out of 400, 1 egg, 4 out of 4 dragons, we're done! Takes care of Dry Canyon. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Clifftown! Remember, in this stage, you need to flame the pots because they give you an extra gem. You can usually hit both the Nork and the gem at the same time. The fodder is those weird... I don't know, they look like jackrabbits, but they also look like lizards as well. Like little frill-neck lizards or something. I hear is me another egg thief. Gotcha. Excellent.
How's a dragon supposed to flame metal armor anyway?
Remember, Spyro, flame won't harm metal, but charging with your horns, that should do the trick.
Also, I'm not entirely sure which stages will have different music, but I'm eager to believe that Clifftown might have the first case of it. Because that dragon, when he was speaking there, he had a different music altogether. And the music is usually taken from the level, so that was interesting. I think this might actually be the case of our first hint of new music that was added to the PlayStation Platinum version. Maybe. I could be wrong. Like I said, I don't know exactly what levels it has, but... or it happened in, but... I think that might actually be our first instance of it. Can't get up there yet. Have to cycle around. Oop, hang on. They can get a little tricky without gem placement. Make sure you look around properly. Ow! What the hell? How did I know? Hang on, I didn't lose any damage for that either. Okay, that was weird. Very strange indeed. If you're missing a gem in this level, definitely try flaming the pots. Chances are it could be one of those that you're missing. Enzo, listen closely.
Hey, what's on the other side of that river?
Yeah.
Why don't you glide there and find out?
That, or it could be placeholder music, like they were going to use that music track and now they're using this one instead. I don't know. You can jump in a whirlwind for a quick shortcut. Also, yeah, this is another thing that I didn't really know. But yep, you can just glide on over here. These markers here mark the limit of the world, by the way. Didn't point that out in Stonehill. We cannot move past them. We're missing a single gem.
You've reached the highest point in Clifftown. You can get to almost anywhere from here. If I were you, I'd use that whirlwind there.
Freeing this dragon unlocks a whirlwind that allows us to get back to this point immediately. So I thought I saw a glimmering over there, but it doesn't look like it. Oh no, here's where our gems are. That's not it. Okay, we're missing a stack load. I have spawned. You have spawned! Hi Mars, welcome on in. Oh, hello. There we go. Right, now. I'm not entirely sure what I've missed, but I have a funny feeling. Yep. That's a 25er. Okay, now I'm a little stumped. I thought I was doing pretty well in this world. And then it ticked over to over the 300 mark, and I'm like, Alright. Let me have a look around. There's gotta be some more stuff that I've missed. I'm pretty sure I flamed all the pots, right? The only thing I can think of is that there's more stuff on the rooftops, and then I need to go back to the rooftops. That's what I'm thinking. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's right. No, I got these. Considering the amount of gems that I'm missing, I must be missing something pretty damn significant. Imagine where it might be, though. There isn't a key in this stage, from what I remember. There's only a rocket. There's only one of those as well. We've already done that. Oh, I know where they are! I was trying to tell myself not to forget this part, and then I did. They're all up here. That should be the lot of them. There they are. I deliberately wandered past this point and was like, hey Skyler. In my brain, I was like, hey Skyler, don't forget that you've left those gems there for a reason, because you don't need to go to the return home portal yet, so you've left them there. And then promptly fucking forgot about them. Alright, that's Clifftown. So we've got one more stage, plus the flight level, plus the boss stage to do, and then we're done with the second world already. So let's head into Ice Cavern. about we do this the fun way? If we jump onto this platform here and we glide around here, we'll reach this little platform with 3 extra lives on it. This is completely optional and we don't have to grab it. Otherwise, we will see the extra lives from here, but with no real way to get to them. So now, we'll just play the level in reverse. There's also another extra life there. We're up to 17 extra lives, and I haven't died once yet. But that could be about to change. So, let's not get too cocky. Let's see here. Oh, there's the return home portal. Yeah, we're already at the end of level area. Ow!
Thank you for releasing me.
Let me just go back through here. I want to make sure I did grab everything. Yeah, it looks like I did. Yeah, we can just skip this entire stage if you want. Speedrunner's dream over here. Not if you're going for 100% though. You threw a snowball at me, and I didn't like it. We're not supposed to know about that yet. The fodder in this stage is the little bats. I haven't really been pointing out the fodder quite so often. Mark. Oh! Excuse you and your snowshoes. 2. There we go. Pounce him off the edge. Alright. Also, it's not really explained, but if we charge into these lampposts, we'll get the gems on the top. There's only a few of them, and they're only in this level, I believe. I saw that! Which one of you sods threw a snowball at me? Nah. Twerp. Ow! Ow! Well, this is going well. Okay, cool. So it looks like I have to go over that way. That's fine. We'll head over that way then. Oh, I thought he was gonna take 2. Yeah, I'm not giving you the chance this time. There we go.
You've done well, Spyro. Some dragons thought you weren't ready, but I knew they were wrong.
I'm ready, all right. Ready for what?
Cool. That brings me back around to the end of the stage, so now we can officially move back through the level. I do believe we've done all the optional stuff now, so we can head through the level proper. And by that, I mean we can head through it the wrong way. That's what I thought. One of those two ways was a dead end. Okay. There we are.
Thank you for releasing me.
You're welcome, narrator of Thomas the Tank Engine, I'm pretty fucking positive. I'm almost certain that the person who narrated the... I think it was the second series onwards in the UK for Thomas the Tank Engine may have had a voice role in this game. It's actually quite funny how there's actually quite a few different voice actors around in this series in general. There's a certain other one that I am sure I will point out in the future. That's for sure. I haven't missed any gems so far. Boink. Boink. Oh, that's not where I'm supposed to glide from. First death. Oops. So, case in point, I have missed a gem, or have missed gems, but not from what I anticipated. So where am I supposed to glide from to get that? Calculating. Hang on. Pre-calculating. This is where I'm supposed to jump to, but not from. Alright. I've got to get higher. Where am I going? There. Bonk. So if that's not where I'm supposed to jump from, then where am I supposed to jump from? Total.
Spyro, some big Norks up ahead are wearing armor, and in the ice cave, armor can make their feet very slippery.
That is where we're supposed to learn about the Norks in the ice cave that we're supposed to charge into. Spyro, be ready for nasty Nork. Oh, Bizarro, welcome on in. Don't worry, I'm ready, alright. Ah, this is where we gotta go. Hey, look over here. It's the direction of the key to unlock the chest you just found. That's where we have to come. Alright. This level feels very intimidating, but it's not really once you get your head around it. It is interesting walking through it backwards, I must admit. Don't really do that too often. I don't really take this, I always forget how to get those 3 chests up there. But I've been watching a live stream recently of the Reignited trilogy, so... There we go. So I just so happen to remember it. Which is perfect. Is there... Nope, there's nothing up there. Cool. Give gems. Ah! Don't you even think about it, sir. I saw that snowball in your hand. You intended to throw it at me, didn't you? Jerk. Ulrich.
A word of caution, little one. Wait until you grow big, like me, before charging those large enemies.
Two. Do retro achievements. Whoa! I was in this game yesterday. I had to beat Nasty Nork in less than 1 minute 55 seconds. I did it in 1 minute 42.93. Nice! Very well done. Hey, 400 out of 400 gems, there are no eggs, and we have 5 out of 5 dragons. We are good to go. And you know what? Since we're already at the beginning of the stage... I mean, check it out. Flights took the longest. Oh, absolutely. You can see the entire, well, most of the entire stage from here. I do like that. Anyway, let's just glide back around here. Head through here, and we're out. Play from reverse, work your way all the way backwards through the level, and then complete an entire circuit. Play the Japanese version, totally different. No, I have not played the Japanese version of this game. But we are playing the Platinum versions right now. Whoop! That was close. Actually, I'm not too... I'm confident, but not that confident. I'm gonna go grab the thing. Little jackrabbit over here. Then we'll go and take on the boss. Dr. Shemp. Bye. Bye, buddy. I do some jump while dashing and the camera follows like an action cam. Nice. Whoa. You guys might be homing, but you're not homing very well. Tutorial signs in the levels with text sign windows that pop up. All the levels are different. Interesting. I might have to look into that. All the level names. Gotcha. Okay, where are we? Eh. Right, I think that's all we can do here for now. Well, I think... Yeah, there's a way to get over there by using like a jump a charge glide or something. I'm not supposed to be here yet. Not that it matters. Alright. Trondo.
This guy thinks he's so cool. You don't know what it's been like listening to him over and over. But I'll tell you one thing. He should watch his back.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Hello, Dr. Shemp. Ow. There we go, finally got him. I hope I picked up the gem he spat out. Ow. There we go. I might die here. Nah, I'll be fine. And that's Dr. Shep done. We just need to grab the rest of the gems. Which I believe should be in this chest. Uh-oh. Oh! What the hell? I had a feeling that was it. Because I did see him throw out the first gem, but I didn't see me collect it, and I don't know where it went. So, yeah, that makes sense. Right, well, 300 out of 300, 1 out of 1. We are done with Dr. Shep. That was weird. Alright, we're out of here. That's where we need to go. Boink. Night Flight. Technically the first flying stage you're supposed to uncover. Technically. This one's a little bit easier than the first stage because everything's a little bit nicer. In the way it's laid out. Oh, too high. Nope. Try again. Try again. Went a little too high on that. Flying controls are airplane controls, so up is down and down is up. You still have access to your flame breath, but Now, if you press the X button, Spyro will flap his wings. Careful! There we go. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. Realize that I miscounted. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I learned the proper way to do this is this way. There we go! I flew into the lighthouse. Skyler, crazy man, how's it going, bud? I'm going well, Frost. How about you? Welcome on in. Nope, we are done. Another nice background. I like the background for this stage too. I like all the backgrounds here. In fact, I like them so much that I use them a lot on my streams. There's one from, I think, Spyro 2 or Spyro Year of the Dragon behind me. Right, we are officially done with the Peacekeepers. Nice job, Spyro. One day you might become a real dragon. You mean I'm not? Although I suppose Mino would definitely agree to that statement. I'll board for the Magic Crafters world if you are ready. To the Magic Crafters, let's go. And of course, from the instruction manual, what does it say here? Magic Crafters. Dragons of this family spend their time making magic artifacts used by all the dragons throughout the rest of the worlds. They are shy around other creatures and like to be alone. They can be very happy in their remote mountaintops, ice cliffs, and caves, studying their craft in peace. My head hurts, but I'm still alive and around. Oof. Hope your head feels better soon. Hope that's not a migraine or something. Ugh. Come here! I know for a fact that you, in particular, are a jerkish egg thief. What he'll do is he'll run around here and jump up that cliff. Excuse me, my name was dropped? I was just saying that the balloonist in the previous world was just like, hey, well done, Spyro. One day you might become a real dragon. And I was like, well, I already am a dragon. Oh wait, I think Mino would disagree based on their description earlier. Ow! Well, that didn't go to plan. Just thought about something? Cosmos!
Welcome to Magic Crafters. I want you to release the dragons, reclaim our treasure, and recover the eggs from those pesky blue thieves.
What we need to do is focus on the eggs here. I actually believe we already have enough eggs to move on to the next world. Focus on the eggs. We should already have enough. I missed. This guy thinks he's so clever. No, he's not. Alpine Ridge is our first stage over there. Hey! There's another egg thief. That's 2 in this world. We now have 7 dragon eggs. The last one was already the halfway mark. I wouldn't be laughing if I were you, buddy. Come at you. I just want you for my breath. I want you for my breath, that's not... What? Huh? I want you for my breath. What kind of a sentence is that? Xantor!
When you see arrows like these, you can charge along with them to begin a supercharge.
Supercharge? Excellent.
Go ahead, try it.
Welcome to the first of 2 power-ups. Also, only temporary. You threw me off. Ow. What you from my breasts? What? I said breath! That was a T-H-E, not a S-T-S there. I don't know what you were trying to levitate there, buddy. Boldar!
This portal leads to a special place where you can learn to fly. I remember when I was a young dragon, earning my wings.
Learn to fly. Got it.
Dragons are reptiles, right? So I can't imagine the scale shedding they must go through. A lot of it. Do dragons shed scales like snakes? Where it all just sort of comes off in one giant thing? Or would they shed individual scales, do you think? I suppose because of the wings, they would probably do it individually, so the scales would just drop off. Like every time the dragon scratches themselves or hops in a pool of water or something like that. There's our key. Maybe, but then again, who knows? Right. Ooh, that was lucky. Sorry about that, buddy, I missed. Ow. This box is gone, better bring him back. Blowhard! That's our boss stage. Out of curiosity. Thank you, Spyro, for recovering so many of our dragon eggs. Hop aboard for the Beastmaker's world if you are ready. I can just skip this world. Yeah, we've already recovered all of the dragon eggs that we need. Oh, that was lucky. Is it funny I played this one? Well, not at all. This is a good game. This is my favorite game in the series, so I wouldn't say that's funny at all. Alright, I think all of the gems we are missing are simply over here in this little cave. There's another extra life. Yeah, that was 5 green gems. Perfect. 300 out of 300, 3 out of 3, 2 out of 2. We are good to move on. Alpine Ridge. Let's do it. I reckon it would be quite cool if we can finish off the first 3 worlds of the game, leaving only 3 to play. Alpine Ridge. This is a big one. I totally agree with you. This one was a great one. I also played the one where it was linked to Cinder, that female dragon. Ah, that would be Dawn of the Dragon. That's not for a while yet. You, sir, can shut up. Don't appreciate being roared at. There's your little friend, and goodbye to your little friend. Give me those. There we go. Take care of you. Oh! I mentioned the game, but I remember Cinder had the power poison on her side. Yeah, that was the sequel to The Eternal Night, which in turn was the sequel to The Legend of Spyro: A New Beginning, which was a reboot of the franchise. Rescued Zane.
Spyro, you're not afraid of those big, noisy, gigantic, awful beasts, are you?
Of course not.
I didn't think so.
4 more dragons and we're halfway through the game. There we go, got him. For a minute there, I was worried. I didn't think he would lower that platform. Ow. Oh. I wouldn't be laughing too hard if I were you, mate. Speaking of it, I think you're and Spyro make a good couple. That was the idea. Spyro had a girlfriend previously to that too, by the way. I forget her name. Right, you are gonna be tricky. Oh, that was well timed. I actually thought I badly timed that one. Phew, that was lucky. Okay, careful, and grab that. Keep Spyro happy. Sparks happy, rather. I mean, keep Spyro happy too, but still. Ah! You did that on purpose. You did that on purpose, you rotten rat fink. Ah! How are things going in Australia? It's hot. It is very warm. We have had heat wave after heat wave after heat wave with barely a moment's reprieve. Also, I'm doing terrible. I knew this stage was going to be trouble. There! Got it. Finally. Air? Air what, Mars? What? Not gonna get me this time, you stupid butthead. Ha! Now, how do I get up there? You have an idea. Eldred.
Oh, thank you for releasing me.
You're welcome, narrator of Thomas the Tank Engine. Gonna say that every time I hear that stupid voice. It's all I can think of. Imagine if there was a line in Thomas the Tank Engine where a character said that. Ah, thank you for releasing me. And they said it in that voice, and it was just like, aha! Got a lot of gems on this stage already. I think this is a 500 gem stage. Oh no, he brought up a giant beast. Whatever shall I do? Give gem. Thank you. Ah, shut up. Fireworks. Move away. Grab all the gems that come out. Yeah, this has got to be a 500 gem stage. Just from what that threw out alone. Okay. Bop. Fill the clay bag and put it on your back, it may help. I mean, I'm fine now because I've got aircon. There is aircon in my room, I'm fine, and it's also not particularly warm today. Xander.
Great work, Spyro. If you keep this up, you'll learn all the tricks of the Magic Crafter world.
Be quiet. I got enough rope. Yeah, no worries. I think I've got, some, like... It's not muscle gel, but it's, like, one of those freeze packs or something like that. I can always use those. And to be fair, I was using them last year, I think, to help keep cool. I haven't really needed them so much this year. Which is surprising considering the amount of heat waves we've had. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm not really using my fan at night when I go to bed. I'm turning off the aircon to go to bed, and I'm turning off my ceiling fans as well. So well, ceiling fan. But it's really surprising, actually, that I haven't needed them.
Remember that these blue thieves haven't stolen eggs only in the Magic Crafter world. Don't worry, I'll take care of them.
$480 out of 500. We've gotten all of the dragons, though. I feel like the last gems might be up near the return home portal, because I think I left it alone. Oh, hang on. Maybe not. Right. That's what I'm missing. I knew I was forgetting something. Feels like we can just barely make these different jumps. Oof. That should be everything. Yep. 500 out of 500, 4 out of 4, 1 dragon egg. Cool. But yeah, for some reason, it hasn't been warm enough to the point where I've been using my fan at night, or even leaving the aircon on, which is quite surprising. But it has been stinking hot during the day. And I mean, there have been nights where the temperature does not go below 30 degrees Celsius. It is crazy. I'm just checking to see if that was the case tonight, but nope, doesn't seem to be. So yeah, it's hard to tell because it feels like it's definitely warmer than it should be, but at the same time, it doesn't seem particularly warm at night, or for whatever reason, I just don't feel it. Maybe it's because the aircon is on high blast all night long, so it starts cooling down a bit, so I don't really feel it quite so much anymore. I don't know. Anyway, we're entering the high caves. Right. We've got two pathways. We can go left or we can go right, and I think the game wants us to go left. Blue wizards versus the wind wizards. Ice versus wind. And I don't know, it feels like the blue wizards are kind of losing. There we go. Definitely gonna have to start being careful now, because this is where they really start hiding the gems. If you thought they weren't hidden before, well, this world is about to teach you otherwise. Not looking forward to this jump either. Take note of that purple fairy over there. That'll become important later. Cyrus!
Please do something about these green druids. They insist on moving everything in sight.
9.7k points, what the fuck? Hey, nice. Oh, he moved it away, he moved it away! No! Yep. That's what I figured. That's what happens when you watch someone for so long. There are channels where I've got a lot of channel points. I should think about some redeems though. Because right now I don't really have anything. Okay. Where are we? Ajax!
I hate those bugs. When I become big and strong, like you, I'll squash them all.
Until then, remember that supercharge makes you invincible.
The survival games might have suggested Long Dark. I'm not particularly into survival games, I'm afraid. Not really my style. That was effective. Oh good, how dare! I think the only survival game I really play is Minecraft, and I think that's about it. My only suggestion. Yeah, all good. No worries. Okay, I can take Minecraft. I'll let it slide this time. Let's see if I can get around you real quick. Thank you. Ow. I think there might be a skill point in the Reignited Trilogy for killing all of these bugs with the supercharge. Wow, I completely missed that one. Where's the... Oh, hang on, I'm turned around. Where am I going? That way. No, this is not where I want to be. Figured I'd do these caves now. A mod that makes Minecraft absolutely scary. Also not really my thing either. I don't like being scared. Creepers are scary enough. This is where I want to head. Because I can't get up there with the supercharge. Ow! Well, thanks for the lift. I didn't really appreciate it or need it, but thank you for the lift, I suppose. Alright, let's see if I can hit that guy. No, because he's hanging near the entrance of the cave. Stop hanging near the entrance of the cave. I just want to hit you. Why do you have such a strong aversion to dying? Ah. Alright. Fine. Since you seem to be immune to all arguments. Take care of you real quick. Get up here. Take care of you real quick. This opens up to here, which gives us the fairy. Who upgrades our flame breath. It's now hot enough to kill the metal bugs. Though it seems to only last for a short period of time. I actually remember it lasting forever in this stage. It's called the Scraps and runs Parasites mod. I give a strong warning, no creature is safe, not even the Ender Dragon is safe. And the player isn't safe. Oh, no. I need a recharge. Thank you. There we go. That should take care of all those bugs. Alright, now let's see here. Okay, that takes care of that. Right. Now comes the fun part. The good news is, in this stage only, if you fall off the stage, there are these 3 fairies, and they bring you back to the top of the supercharge ramp. So you can try again. Mob even squids can be assimilated into the parasite horde, even golems can be hijacked and server amongst the parasite horde. Yeah, like I said, probably not gonna check that one out, to be honest. I'm quite happy with vanilla Minecraft. There's enough of that. There's enough to do in that, I feel. Alright, I'm just gonna take a nosedive off a cliff and then return to the top of the supercharge ramp. Cool. Whoop! I lost my supercharge. Vanilla is definitely enough. A friend of mine started up a private server as well. Just recently. Believe me, you don't run out of things to do. Me working on months-long projects. Absolutely. Come here, you! Well, that was easy. Make absurdly strong weapons and armor. What is that, the 8th or 10th egg or something like that? I know we're getting close. Also, I killed this guy immediately and didn't have to chase him around anything. So we better make sure we clean up this area, because I'd rather not come back if I don't have to. Oh, we can just make that. Very awkwardly, and I don't think we're supposed to make it, but we can just make it. Whoosh! Hi, buddy. Bop. The funny thing about those little whirly fan chests is that you can use them to kill enemies. Which is exactly what I've been doing. Cedric!
Try combining supercharge with jumping and gliding, and really explore the high caves.
Also, forgot to mention that we're now 40... It's not 40, we're over 50% done with the dragons, too. There's 80 in the game, and we've got over 40 now. So we are more than halfway in terms of the dragons. I don't know if we're more than halfway in terms of the game itself, though, like in terms of treasure and such. I feel like this should be the last shreds of the treasure in this stage. Yep, that's definitely it. So if I jumped in that cave first, then we could have had an easy way out. It's also worthwhile pointing out that you don't have to play the game the way I'm playing it, which is I'm returning to the end of level portals. You can just exit the level and it counts. Figured I'd mention that. Alright, let's get out of here. Love to hear Brian blessed as a dragon. Skyler, gotta go, man. See ya. Alright, catch you later, Frost. Thanks for coming out. Hope to see you again soon. Alright, where are we going? Bop. Bop. Done Alpine Ridge, I've done the high caves. What level am I missing? Because it's not the flight level. I know I'm missing another stage. Ah, there you are, Wizard Peak. That's what I'm missing. Ow. Thank you very much. Very greatly appreciated. Wizard Peak. Here's another level where it's a bit tricky in terms of the gem placement. Michael Goff was a voice. Yeah, there are a lot of different voices here for all the different dragons. Like I said, I've been pointing out the narrator for Thomas the Tank Engine. For the UK version of Thomas the Tank Engine, I should say. Every time that's come up. That's come up twice already, by the way. Thank you for releasing me. Did I kill the other guy? No, I didn't. He's still wandering around. I don't have any... don't have sparks around, so I could... die. Oh, I see. The wizards are spawning in these Yeti-like creatures? I don't know, just looking at them makes me think of a certain friend from a future game. We'll play that soon enough. Ow. Jarvis.
Welcome to Wizard Peaks. This is my favorite supercharged spot. Use it to bash those wizards.
Will do. Now, what the game doesn't really do a good job of telling you is you can multiply your supercharge. By going down multiple supercharge ramps, you can recharge your supercharge and make it even more powerful. What's the matter, bub? Not gonna run away? Like, this is where the game wants me to go next. Grab these, and let's bash some wizards! Thank you. Ah! Didn't time the jump. Excuse you. If you don't mind. Alright. Let me try that again. I think I actually need a supercharge. Yeah, there we go. That got me there. No worries. Also notice that the fodder is getting less and less common. I believe this world has another 500 yams. I'm not gonna check, but I'm pretty positive. Because we're not even a good chunk of the way through the level yet. At least I don't think we are. Hexus!
Thank you for releasing me.
You're welcome. All right. Oh. Stand still. And, by the way, that's it. We now have all of the dragon eggs in the game. It's so weird how we're, like, halfway through the game and that's the last dragon egg. They make it such a focus and then all of a sudden it's just completely gone. We're done with them. How did you already die?
Listen carefully, Spyro. There's a secret area in the artisan home. It is at the waterfall. Try jumping on the stones there.
Artisan home, waterfall. Sounds good.
Try jumping on the stones there. That's where we're supposed to learn about the first flying stage in the entire game. Although it's not really supposed to be our first actual flying stage. We are supposed to discover that later. And this is the point where we're supposed to discover it. Break open that metal chest. Okay, that leaves certain situations. I'm not sure where to go. Aha! Is this it? This is not it. Alright. So I missed something back here somewhere. Because ultimately we want to get around to that wizard there. So, did I miss... Aha! That's what I missed! I was gonna say, when you're ready, Sparks, you can stop chasing that and actually help me here. So there's this window around here. We can take out this guy. Then we'll have to go back around. We'll have to do that several times, I'm afraid. And every single time we'll have to go back around to this area. And walk down the same path. Time and time again. Might even only have to do it twice, but I'm not sure. Whoop! Saved it. That was lucky. Let's head back around. Wouldn't mind it so much, but it takes so long to get around here. Oh! And then that happens. Really? Ah. That sucks. That's the way we want to go. I think if you're quick enough, you might be able to stop that wizard from getting up there. Okay, here we go. Go Skyler, free all dragons. Okay. Oh, excuse you. There's nothing around here. Is there a guy down there, perhaps? Doesn't look like it. Alright. Okay. That's a good question. How can there be dragon eggs if all dragons are male? Magic. That should be all 500 gems. Yay! There we go. Perfect. We are done with this stage, and as stated, we're done with all the dragon eggs. That's it. Skyler, did you use magic wand? No, I don't have a magic wand. I just have a bonking stick. It's a hammer, guys. It's a hammer. Alright. Cool. You know, we should probably save the game. We have not saved the game in a while, and I don't think this game actually auto-saves. Quick saves, yes. Auto-saves, no. Alright, that's Wizard Peak. I think that's it here. I think there's just the flight stage and... Flight stage and the, boss, and then we're done. Yeah, I didn't think so. Would have been pretty bad if something happened between then and now, because I only saved on the first dragon. So it would have been pretty bloody bad if something had happened between now and then. Crystal Flight, let's do it. That would suck. It certainly would. That sort of thing has happened on stream before, so... Alright, the rings are done. Now for the archers. I haven't really been talking too much about the music, but the music in this game is phenomenal. Leaves me in a good position to start the chests. Six, 7, 8. First try! Look at that! Though I feel as though that was meant to be easy. Because that's the first time the dragon tells you about them, so I feel like this is supposed to be... This is supposed to be your first fight level. The one in Dry Canyon is supposed to be kind of maybe your second, and the Artisan's Home world is supposed to be your first. Or your third, rather. Ow! Wow, what a welcoming gift. Welcome back to the world, smack! Oh, I died. Good start. Okay. Yeah, I was ready for you this one. This time I saw ya. I knew you were there. Set you one shot level. There we go. Take care of you. Alright. Blowhard. I feel as though Blowhard's a fairly straightforward boss, but what's not so straightforward is those stupid green wizards shooting lightning. God, they're annoying. They're so difficult to avoid. Music in the game, God. It was written and I believe performed by Stuart Copeland in the originals. Ow. You can listen to the original music in the Reignited trilogy too if you like. I'm sorry, what? Excuse me, I attacked you. Utter nonsense. I definitely hit him. Excuse me, sir, you're on my platform. You don't mind, I need it. Excuse me, sir, you're also on a platform that I need. Should also mention too that if you stand by the crystal dragons or see them long enough, they do wiggle a little bit, as though they're trying to break free but can't. ENTIRE!
Thanks for releasing me, Spyro. You have no idea how long I've been trapped in crystal. And, neither do I. Who are you again?
I'm out of here.
Whoa, nearly missed it. Excuse me, sir, you're also standing on the platform I need. See, you're not exactly standing on a platform, but you are in my way. Again, final one, I questioned him on it. So that's a whirlwind to get up here. Alright. No worries. I think this boss is 400 gems. Yeah, looks like it. Oh no! He summoned lightning. Just want to save. Get down. I've never had trouble with you. Ever. Why are you suddenly giving me trouble again? Give me that. There we go. Oh, you spat out a lot of gems. $400 out of 400, one dragon, we're done! I feel as though we could go on, but you know what? I think this is a great time to end the stream here. Ending a little bit early, but I'm pretty sure that next week's stream will definitely be ending early anyway. Considering we're basically halfway through the game, over halfway through in fact. We've done the first 3 worlds. So, I reckon it's a great stopping point. Halfway through the game? Well, over halfway through the game, we're 55% done. In just one stream. So, next week, we will finish off Spyro the Dragon with certainty. And then we can move on. So join me for more Skyler's Spyro Year of the Dragon. We will continue that on Tuesday next week and going forward throughout the entire year. In other in other streams, however, tomorrow night we will be playing more Pokemon Yellow / Pokemon Stadium. My controller was resting on my thigh and it moved. So look forward to that. We will be doing, it won't be too much, like we'll just be grinding, a lot of grinding. So we will take care of that, and on Monday night next week, we will be doing some more of the secret bosses in Super Mario RPG. We'll be trying those out. We did a few this week, but we'll have to go and do a few more. So, don't forget to save. Good idea. Let's go and save. There's a dragon just over here. There we go. Done. Cool. Alright, so now that that all said and done, if you want more Spyro Year of the Dragon action, because we are playing all of the games, then I will see you on Tuesday night. Otherwise, I will see you tomorrow night for Pokemon Stadium. Alright, let's see if we can raid anybody tonight. See who's streaming. Prismatic Blaze is streaming The Legend of Zelda. What Zelda game are they playing? Oh, they're playing Tears of the Kingdom. Let's go ahead and give them a raid. Alright. Have a good night, everybody, and I will see you tomorrow night for Pokemon Stadium / Pokemon Yellow version, or if you're interested in more Spyro, we'll pick this up next Tuesday. Have a good night, folks.